Hi everyone, this is Danny and welcome to another video. This is a speed build, a renovation that we're doing in the island of Sulani, and it's at the lot up by the volcano called Caldera Camp. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's just below the volcano on that beautiful island. It's quite, I don't know what I wanted to do with it. It ended up being a small home in the first tier of the tiny home residential. And it is quite eco-friendly. It has those wind turbine fan thingies. It has the water collection thing, and it has loads and loads of plants, which all help. And also, most of the things are functional off grid, like most of the appliances and water features, like bathrooms and stuff like that, are functional off grid. Because the idea was that if you wanted to have a sort of eco friendly, off the grid, kind of living off the land lot, but also to be able to function, to kind of have most things. Yeah, so that was the idea behind it, basically. And I think I did quite okay. I don't think I've renovated this lot before, actually. In all my games, I don't think I've renovated this specific lot before. I don't know, because it's so dark, like the soil and everything around it, and it's just on the pathway from the beach up to the volcano. I always kind of like didn't like this lot. I'm not gonna lie. It has a nice view when you're looking down towards the beach, but I never really I don't know, I never really wanted to play here, and I didn't ever have a family to play here or anything. So I don't know, it was a bit weird. I don't know. But the other day I was going through the Solani properties and I thought, well, do you know what? Actually, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try it. I've never played in this lot before. I didn't really like the lot that was here. I felt it was large for what it was, right? Because it's not even a small home. But then it was so empty on the inside. Like you can still see now in these shots where I'm deleting things. Because I start with the lot as it is, and then I sort of like to work with what EA had already made and then improve on that, if that can be said. Like, I don't really delete the whole thing when I go in to renovate something. I just renovate what we already have. Sometimes it could be an extreme renovation, like deleting half the house, basically, or adding loads and loads more spaces and rooms and outdoor spaces or whatever, or sometimes literally deleting half of them. Like, I've done that in Brindleton Bay. The one in Cats and Dogs that we got. Yeah, that's the one. So I've done that in a few houses there because I thought they were way too large and they were very empty on the inside, which EA seems to be doing a lot of that. Like the builds that they give us are, I guess, well, not starter lots because not all of them are starter homes, but they seem to be very empty. And I know a lot of other Sims, what? A lot of other Sims players and builders on YouTube, which is what I meant, are touching on this subject as well, because the builds that we get are quite frankly missing a lot of things. So they're very, like, they appear very random. And so I'm not the only one who has noticed this, I don't think. So sometimes I'll go in and I'll renovate even if I'm not playing those lots and those families. I will still renovate the property because it kind of bugs me as it is, you know? Oh, I'm doing the bathroom right now, but I end up, because I play tested it and in the beginning it was fine, but then when the sim was in the shower, which was on the right hand side, then they got out of the shower and then the sim was getting stuck in the middle of the bathroom where there's nothing. There's no reason why they should get stuck. The door is right there. Oh my god. But then they couldn't get out. And this happened way too many times and I kept teleporting them. And then I was like, no, do you know what? The bathroom has a problem. We should just fix it. So I ended up moving around the shower and the toilet, and I just shifted a few things here and there, and then it worked fine. So you can still work with it. It's, I think, 3x2, that bathroom. It works. The Sims can do everything fine. It's just that for some weird reason with this shower there, my sim kept getting stuck in the middle of the bathroom with no objects obstructing their path to get out of the bathroom. For some godforsaken reason, after it took me so long to figure out what is going on, I couldn't figure out what was going on, you guys. The sim just kept getting stuck. So I ended up, when I was playing afterwards, just rearranging the bathroom a little bit, which you're not going to see on the video, and I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so if you do end up doing a similar layout to mine with this shower, because I'm pretty sure there was a problem with this shower, the island living shower. Yeah, just make sure that you have a look, and then if you need to rearrange something, you might need to rearrange something basically. Or you will be teleporting the sim out of the bathroom every single goddamn time. Which is okay, I guess, if you don't mind. But I did mind in this case. It pissed me off. So I changed it. I just changed the location of the shower. Anyway, so I'm not using too much custom content in this build. I'm using a mix. Basically, the majority of the build by items are from the island living expansion. And you're not going to believe this, but the... Oh, what was the jungle adventure thingy? Yeah, from the jungle adventure, because I have a lot of the objects from like that holiday world. Because what was it? Salvadorada? Why can't I speak today or remember anything? But anyway, you know the one that I mean if you were playing The Sims. It's from that pack. The exotic sorta whatever. And I felt like a lot of the items kind of matched what I was trying to do here as well. So I didn't really mind. The kitchen, I had to cut about half an hour of footage. Not gonna lie, it was ridiculous. Couldn't decide on a bloody kitchen to save my life. So I ended up going with the Jardin kitchen set, which basically not kitchen set, the Jardin outdoors custom content pack, but I put it indoors. I know, it's crazy, right? An outdoors kitchen inside? What are you doing? Aha, I know. But it suited the kitchen, I feel, really well because I wanted something that was sort of woody but sort of muted at the same time. I felt it was working for me better. I don't know. I went through almost all the kitchen sets that I have, you guys. It was more than half an hour of footage. Like, it was insane. I just couldn't at the end. I was like, you have to pick a kitchen. Just pick a kitchen. So I ended up picking this one. Again, the fridge and stove here are functional off-grid as well. So if you do choose to make this lot off-grid, these are really useful as well. Why am I saying this? You can't really download this build from anywhere. But if you decide to copy it, just know that you can work with the thing that without bills or whatever, functional off-grid kind of situation, and those will work fine. I'm not sure, I don't remember if the sink from Jardin is functional off-grid. It might be, but right now, at the top of my head, I do not remember. So I loved this kitchen though in the end, and it ended up functioning so well for me when I was playing afterwards. It was awesome. And you'll see that I'm not going really heavy in the clutter style thing, decor, whatever category in this build. I'm not really cluttering it up as much. Usually I go full on, like it is madness clutter. But in this build, I don't know. I wanted something that's a little bit more simple. Like, yes, somebody lives here that kind of needs to, you know, have a lot of provisions and sort of doesn't shop much, I guess, and kind of lives off the land. But also, it does not have to be a cluttered paradise. So unfortunately, this time, it's not really a clutter's paradise. You'll see I have like probably 5 items on the counter, and that is about it. But because this nice kitchen pack has the 2 shelves at the bottom of the cupboard, which is not really a cupboard, but a worktop, let's call it a worktop. The kitchen worktop, that's what that is. Yeah, so it has a few shelves there, so you can actually put a few things and clutter it up, and it's really cute. I ended up putting just a few things just so that it doesn't look empty, because it's not very realistic, is it? Like, nobody that lives like that would have an empty worktop, because you need to capitalize on all the organizational space that you can. So I kind of thought that, yeah, I'm going to make it look at least a little bit realistic, even if I don't go crazy on the clutter. So yeah, so it's just a couple of things here and there basically, but the rest of the house is not that heavy, especially the bedroom as well, which again I usually clutter up, and the bathroom. They're quite bare compared to my usual builds. But again, I don't know, I don't know. I was not having a clutter full day, I guess. I kind of wanted to match the environment that we're in, but also, I don't know, give it like a fresh vibe. Somebody that is super frugal, somebody that's, kind of like super laid back and may spend their entire time outside or whatever. Because I did use a lot of the eco-friendly kind of eco-friendly what a lot of the things from that eco pack. I don't remember the name right now. It's 2 a.m. This is what we're getting. So yeah, so I used a lot of this. So in my mind, the sim that lived here would be somebody that kinda is not very focused on material goods, and it's not super focused on decor, and is not super focused on, I guess, that kind of look, that interior look of a house. I could have made it more islandy, I guess, and I could have made it a little bit more, I don't know, random, sort of like some of the Sulani lots are with the families and stuff, especially in the middle of the island. But I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling it. I wanted something that is sort of island but elegant at the same time, and not too much basically. I did not want this build to be too much. I wanted it to suit the environment, and somebody that's frugal and kind of lives off the land but is also not like, super islandy. Let's collect all the trash around the island and bring it home, and kind of like a flea market place. You know what I mean? I kind of didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep it simple and cute and islandy, but not be too much, basically. I am out of breath. So here we are working on the living area. I ended up just giving the sim a couple of things. Basically, they have a laptop which is not functional off grid, obviously, but without a laptop in the Sims, I don't think the sim can do much. Like, how do you work? How do you do? Because there's so many things you can do. You don't have to have like a regular job, right? And you don't have to have a regular career. But if you don't have a laptop, can you even do the rest of the functions? Can you list things on Plopsy? I guess maybe you can, because that works automatically on the item that you're trying to list, right? On the decor item that you made or whatever. I don't know. I felt like, okay, we can't have because I did add a TV as well, which again is not functional off grid, and you can delete it if you want to be having a household that is functional off grid completely. Of course, you can delete the TV and the laptop, and then just add other items that the sim can do for entertainment and stuff that do not require electricity, which is fine. But I don't know, I kind of wanted to give them that bit of extra. And then I thought, okay, if I decide to not play with that, I'll just delete it. It's fine. Yeah, they don't have a washing machine. The laundry basket over there is for the clothesline, and the water bucket thing that they can use for outside to kind of like wash the clothes outside like they used to do back in the day. Because I thought, well, obviously, right, you're not gonna have a washing machine in a place like that. I mean, hell, the toilet was right outside the house in a different house called an outhouse. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll just connect that with the with the actual house, because it's not 1930 anymore. So yeah, things like that. But I still didn't give them a washing machine and stuff, because I thought that would be too much, because we're not really going eco-friendly, are we? And we're not really going that kind of extreme route with this. So yeah, so those are the wind things at the top, and this is gonna change in a minute, that little place on the roof, because I ended up having the solar panels in the garden, not on the roof. But also I moved those plants, and I put, what did I put in there in the end? I think a flower table or something like that. Yeah, and then some decorative furniture from Eco Lifestyle, I think they are, both of them, and stuff like that. Yeah, and then a lot of landscaping. When after I started playing with this lot, because I did actually play with this lot quite a bit, not just to play test, but to actually play and see how I like it. I ended up adding a lot more plant pots because I wanted to do like the whole gardening thing and the flower arrangement kind of thing, because the Sims can make a lot of money from that if you do it right, and if you add like a lot of elements, like you have all the flowers basically, and then just do all the arrangements and stuff, and have really high skills at the flower arrangement, you end up making a lot of money. A lot of money, you end up making money, and if you don't have a regular job and whatever, it kind of adds up. So it's not really, it's a good idea if you want to do that, and you're doing gardening already anyway, right? So you've got that skill, so you might as well plant a few flowers as well. So I ended up adding a lot more plant pots for my sim at the end, which was really nice. And I kind of went around. You're gonna see in a minute. I go like around the flowers and the other plants and whatever in the landscape. So it kind of makes it look like it's a little beeline of that. So I thought that was really cute. Yeah, that's the flower table up there on the roof, and then I ended up just leaving it bare, which I guess is a bit controversial because you don't really want to leave it completely bare up there. But then again, I didn't really want to clutter it just yet. So I'm just erasing the previous soil that was there, kinda, with the eraser, and because you can't find that soil as a brush at all on the build catalog, so you just erase the soil that's been added on top or whatever, and then it gives you the volcano soil underneath. So that worked. And yeah, I think we're almost at the end. I'm just gonna make a little gazebo thing for sunbathing at the edge, because it has the perfect view from that side, because you can view just straight down to the beach. So I kind of gave it that island gazebo kind of thing that we got, and a beach towel and a sun lounger. And it was really, really cute. I felt like I would have hanged out if I was a sim and I lived in that lot. That would be really cute. So yeah, I think that's everything. Screenshots are coming. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I'll chat with you in the comments. See you at the next video. Bye.